Hey, welcome to On Wraps. My name is Ernie Miller. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the pros and cons on wrapping on drywall. Okay, so when you're doing it on drywall, first of all, it has to be level 5. And what I tell the customers, please, the paint needs to be at least 2 weeks or older to be wrapped on. But I recommend using scissor guards and wait a couple days. 2 coats on scissor guards on the walls and everything, and to get it all prepped out. So the drywall level, if you want to call it, the installing job, I want to say from 1 to 5 is probably a 4. The reason why is you got one shot to do it. When you're installing it, if you pull it up, you will possibly pull up the drywall skin or any imperfections of the paint or anything like that. So it's a one-time shot thing. Another thing is if you have anything behind if you have like a little booger or anything like that, like this guy right there, that's a little something, a little nugget of something right there. No matter how hard I try or heat up, it will not go away. So that's one other drawback, is it needs to be perfectly level. From a distance, you will not see it. And also, if you really look close enough, you can probably see it, but most of the people will not see it. That's another con, if you call it, on that. Another con is it's just the nature of the vinyl or the drywall or anything like that. Every once in a while, you will get air bubbles. Just weird areas. I lay it down completely flat. So this is what I'm going to tell you, how I prep things out. So if I'm doing the section of this wall right here, I make sure everything is nice and smooth. No nuggets or anything that's weird that would represent, a bad installing job. Next, I use invisible glass cleaner. Clean it really good, get it all nice and clean with a lint-free rag and everything. And next, if it's a humidity area, kind of like Washington, D.C., I use a heat gun and I heat the whole thing. Just get the moisture off the wall. After that, I use primer 94 just around the edges. And then I install the di-noc or the architectural films, and then I just kind of lay it on, and it just kind of drapes on there, and then I just install it. And I don't use any heat. I don't do anything like that. Once it's installed, then I use heat. It's called post heat, and I heat everything, especially around the edges and all kinds of shit. I just post heat the whole thing. And then after that is done, then everything is golden. And that's the best thing I can do when you're doing all this right here, when you're installing a wall wrap. And believe it or not, every once in a while, the next day, if I'm still around, there'll be an air bubble like right there. And so what I only have to do is I get the heat gun, I take a little slice, and then if the air bubble is right here, I push it out this way, and I use the heat gun, make sure that the vinyl or the glue behind the vinyl is activated and getting it all in there. But it's just one of those weird things about the drywalls and everything. So the plus thing is, with the architectural films, there's literally hundreds of patterns you can choose from. You don't have to have wood grains. You can have all kinds of different kind of textures or fun, unique colors, and all just knock it out. Another plus thing is, this didn't take that long to do. This probably took about, this little section right here, took me about 4 hours. Pretty quick, just by myself. No mess, no smell, very quiet. The only thing that's loud is the paper backing and also the heat gun. That's it. So once that is done, we clean it out, everything up, and it's quick, fast. So there's plus and negatives of using this material. Another plus thing is, let's see if I can find it. There. So this is actually the vinyl right here. It comes 4 feet wide, and this is actually 6 feet. So I can overlap this. This is another beauty of right there. is that the vinyl overlaps very nicely, especially on the wood grains. Solid colors, I wouldn't recommend overlapping unless you want to see that line, but with the wood grains or any kind of patterns, you will definitely, it'll turn almost invisible. And yeah, you will not see that. That's the only overlap area on this subject right here. There's a lot more to this, techniques and stuff like that. But, another thing, the negative thing about this is no matter what, the vinyl comes up here and it will, it's really tacky, especially this is actually freshly painted. So it's about a week or so old paint. So I told the customer, I said, that's really fresh paint. I guaranteed even if I use blue tape, it will still come up. So I'm just gonna still do that. I used blue tape and it did come up still. You can see right there. I blue tape this area right here. But I still came up doing that. So that's another negative part. It's sticky, but yeah, a little too sticky. But other than that, yeah, this is it. Okay, if you got any comments or questions, comment down below. If you want to get a hold of me, 208-696-1180. My name is Randy Miller, info@rmwraps.com. And you can actually check out more architectural films at the rmwrapstore.com. You can see prices, you can order samples, sheets, or rolls of this product. And if you want to hire me out, I travel around the world, and I just get you set up if you want to have a project in mind. It can be yachts, it can be hotels, banks, residential stuff, commercial stuff, anything, basically. Okay. All right, stay tuned. We got more projects and products coming your way, and enjoy your day.